All right, sports fans, back here with History Maker Baseball. And yes, this one's going to be a one-off series here. I actually printed off very poorly, really, but printed off nonetheless. Two Field of Dreams players. Going to be Lou Gehrig versus Babe Ruth. Now, for those of you who don't know, I literally just went and found this out today. I was talking to a coworker of mine, and they were speaking about how Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig, their statistics were so above and beyond everybody else that it was interesting that that might have been one of the greatest rivalries of all time. Essentially, who was the best batter or best player, because they were both at least slugging over 600 for their careers, and there were just amazing statistics, basically. So what I wanted to do is actually fill the team full of Babe Ruth and full of Lou Gehrig as batters, right? And then utilize the 1962 team that we get with the game as the fielders. So, Yogi Berra, some really good players, Tony Kubek, and then Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris, a lot of those great players, just basically to field them. And then the pitcher would be an all-time pitcher, Whitey Ford. So both players are going to see the same pitcher, they're going to see the same fielders, essentially they're trying to see who would play the best, who on this field would be the best batter, I guess you'd say, best hitter, because both were so exceptional. I wanted to see what the score would be when it came down to it. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys have a nice drink, maybe a snack, and you guys can relax and enjoy and see who would win with Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig doing a little batting practice and taking a simulated game all the way down to the 9th inning. So, without further ado, I believe the first one on base here, because I think I made Lou Gehrig the home team, it's going to be Babe Ruth taking the first hits. So, I'm just going to take both of them there and actually hold them both the whole time there, because there's no point in putting them down, because they're always going to be switching here. Or I guess I'll just keep them up there, because whatever. Alright, so... And yes, to answer your question, Babe Ruth, when he is on base, we'll use him as the base runner. He will essentially be simulating himself going on. I know it sounds weird, but we'll do it nonetheless to see how fun it would be and see if this will actually even work. Just wanted to see what would happen here. So, first and foremost, we're going to have Whitey Ford on the mound there. If it doesn't, we'll see how it works in the end. So, first pitch here from Whitey Ford is going to be 1-4-6. So a 1-4-6 there is going to be a flash pitcher. So flash pitcher, he is semi-flash. Decider die says no. Is the batter a champion? He is a semi-champion. And the decider die needs to be rolled again real quick. He is. So that's a bloop single to left field there. Ball in play. Line drive single into left field. So Babe Ruth up the bat again here. All right, so 3-4-5. So a 3-4-5. Let's check it out again here. 3-4-5 is the iron catcher. So the catcher Yogi Berra is not iron. So good eye. Let's see. The batter does not. Babe does not have a good eye. Let's see real quick here. 3-4-5. That's gonna be a strikeout. We're gonna go over to the player experience here chart here. Okay, I'm back. So, looks like we're going to be batting third here. One out here. One man on here for Babe Ruth. Okay, so that's going to be a 1-2-3. 1-2-3 says for us is the pitcher both flash and fresh. He is semi-flash. Decider die says no. So it's going to be a ground out to shortstop here. Now with the ground out here with the leading one, it's going to be a double play. So we're going to go ball in play, ground ball. Let's see here, batter out. Double play. So shortstop, second base, first base, double play. Perfect. So now we'll take Lou Gehrig here, who is up to bat. Obviously, because he's the only one that's coming up to bat. So 1-2-3 again. So it's going to be, let's look real quick here. 1-2-3. It's decided I says no. So again, it's going to be a ground out to shortstop. So ground out to shortstop there. Okay. It's weird not actually changing the cards, honestly. 1-2-6. 1-2-6 there. Fresh pitcher, he is. So that's going to be a line out to second base there. So ball in play, line drive to second base, batter out. Okay. Well, who cares? All right, so 2 outs here, bottom of the first. 146. 146. The pitcher Flash, semi-flash, but our side eye says yes. The good eye trait though shows up here, and he's semi-good eye for Lou Gehrig. That says he's good eye. So if he's a good eye, a batter avoids strikeout, ground out. So he grounds out instead of striking out, which I guess in turn is not so bad actually. So I guess I'll take that for what it is, honestly, because in the end, we might be looking into who struck out the most and who didn't. So we'll check it out real quick here. So Babe Ruth at the bat again here. All right, so it's a 4-5-6. 4-5-6 is the pitcher a star. He is a star, so that's going to be a ground out to second base. Ground ball out, second base. Okay. 1-2-5. 1-2-5, it's going to be, is the pitcher struggler? He is not. Is the batter patient? He is patient, so that's going to be a base on balls. But we got to look at the umpire real quick here. The umpire is Jerry Gale again here, and Jerry Gale is respected, so he's not questionable or lenient, so he is going to be struck out here. So that's another strikeout for Whitey Ford there. 2 outs here. So it's a 4-5-5. 4-5-5 is going to be pitcher Flash, semi-flash. Side eye says no. 4-5-5 is the home run king. Yep, that's a home run there. So that's our first home run for Babe Ruth. Fantastic shot there over the right field line there. It's a 1-0 Team Ruth. All right, so that's 2-3-4. 2-3-4. The runners on base. Nope. Hot batter. Well, not really, but I'm going to say yes because, of course, he did just hit a home run. So we're going to play it as such because it's the same batter. We're not changing batters here. It does ruin the system just a tiny bit, but we're going to play it just for fun. So we're going to check the micro fence real quick here. So 2, and he is a home run king. So a 2 is another home run. So Babe is getting definitely some great fly balls here, and that's going to be going over to, if he's a lefty, he's going to be hitting another home run there. So it's 2-0 for Babe Ruth there with 2 outs. So 1-1-3. 1-1-3 is the pitcher an ace. He is not. Slugger. Batter is semi-slugger, and it doesn't say he is with a decided eye. So that's a single to center field there. Let's see here. But it does say with the 2 asterisks, and 2 asterisks means a sad sack or a home run king strike out. So Babe is actually going to strike out, which is actually normal for his play there. And so he's going to strike out there, and that's going to end the inning. Bottom of the second. Okay, so Lou Gehrig is up here with 2 runs down. 2-3-4. So a 2-3-4, runners on base. Nope. Hot batter. He is, let me see. Actually, no, he's not, because he actually got out the last time. And then 2-3-4, pop out to third base. So ball in play, pop out to third base there. So third base there. Okay. Next up here, 1-4-5. Next pitch, 1-4-5. Is the pitcher a struggler? He is not. So that's a ground out to first base. So ground ball there, batter out there to first base. Okay, 2 outs away. 1-3-5. 1-3-5. Unusual chart. So 1-3-5, red 1-3-5 at least, with a black 3 is memorable plays in the field. So let's check this out real quick here. 1-3-5. So it's a 35. So a 35. Second baseman iron. So let's go check that out real quick here. So Bobby Richardson, is he iron? He is not. So 3-5 says it's a pop out. So it's a pop out since he is not iron there. So fly ball, I guess, or pop out there to the second baseman there. All right, so that's the next inning there. And it looks like Lou Gehrig is actually a little bit behind here, chasing the Babe with 2 runs there already. Okay. Two, 3-4. So 2-3-4. Let's see here. Runners on base. Nope. Hot batter. He is not because he got out the last time there. Pop out to third base. So let's see here. Ball in play. Pop fly. Batter out. Third base. Okay. Tap to set batter. Return to top of the lineup. Okay. 2-3-6. 2-3-6. Double control pitcher, he is not. Pitcher batting, he is not. Base on balls. So we're going to get a walk here from Whitey Ford. And then Babe Ruth is going to be on base with 1 out. So it's a 2-4-4. 2-4-4 is the pitcher an ace. He is not. Champion batter, semi-champion, but it says he is. So that's going to be a single to center field there. So a ball in play, line drive, single to center field. And now let me see real quick how the batters are running. Runners advance 1 base on singles. So that will be definitely there. So 2 men on and 1 out. So 3-5-5, a 3-5-5 there, struggling pitcher. He is not there. 3-5-5 champion. He's a semi-champion. Decided I says no, and that's gonna be a ground out to second base. But you see that little win there. If he's a whiffer, which he's a semi, so we're gonna roll that again. He is not a whiffer, so it would have been a strikeout, but he is going to ground out to second base. Let's check out real quick what happens when you have a man on first and second. So a man on first and second with a leading die of 3. So first and second, that's going to be a fielder's choice runner to third. So it's actually going to be a fielder's choice runner to third. All right, so ground ball, fielder's choice to second base there, shortstop. And we're going to go second baseman's out, third baseman's safe. So runners on the corner and 2 away. 1-2-4. 1-2-4 control pitcher. He is. That's a ground out to shortstop. So a ground out to shortstop here. Just checking real quick at first and third. So yeah, ground ball does not matter. Ground ball to third. Batter out. Third. First out. Okay. So let's see here. So that's going to be Lou Gehrig up to bat here. Okay. So Lou Gehrig up to bat. Let's see if he can get back those runs there. So 1-3-5. 1-3-5. Unusual results. So red 1, black 3. So red 1, black 3. I forget where that. Did I just pass it there? Red 1, black 3. There it is. Okay, red 1, black 3. Let's check it out. One, 2. First baseman gold. Let's check. Is Dale Long gold? He is not. Otherwise, it's like a single, so it's going to be a nice hard ground ball, single through to right field there. So Lou Gehrig's got a man on there. Okay, so 4-5-6. Let's check that out. So he's a patient, semi-patient, says yes, so that's going to be a base on balls there for him. All right, so it looks like right now we're at 2 men on and no outs. 2-3-5. 2-3-5 says wild pitcher. He is not. Eager batter. He is not one of that. So that's going to be a ground out to second base. Now, if he's patient, batter draws a walk. He's semi, but the decider eye says no. So we're going to check real quick as he, of course, goes to second base there on a ground out to second base with their 2 men on. There, it's going to be a, for us, there. All right, so that's going to be a fielder's choice. Real quick there, ground ball, fielder's choice, second base, shortstop. That's going to leave us the exact same look as we had here, of course. Okay. All right. Oh, got to set that batter real quick there. All right, 1-1-5. So 1-1-5. Let's see here, 1-1-5. Fresh. The pitcher is fresh still because he's in the bottom of the third. So 1-1-5 would be a pitcher pop fly to choice infield with the black 5. That is, if I check real quick, I think it's actually second base there. So let's see, black die, second base. Yeah, getting pretty good at this. Getting used to looking at those numbers there. So batter out there, pop out to second base. Okay, 1 away there, or 2 away there. Runners on the corners. 1-3-3. A 1-3-3, it looks like, is the batter a slugger. He is not. Fly out to left field. So ball in play, fly ball out to left field there. Okay. All right, so we got Babe Ruth's team coming up to bat here. Okay. Up by 2. 3-5-5. So a 3-5-5 is the pitcher struggler. He is not. Champion batter. He's semi. Looks like the decider dice says no. So ground out to second base, but he is a whiffer. So let's check out real quick here. Semi whiffer. Looks like the decider dice says no. So he's going to ground out to second base there. Ball in play. Ground ball out. Second base there. Okay. Now, the more we play, of course, with these guys, the more you're going to see kind of an average because they're going to get up there a lot because there's going to be 3 of them each inning. So if you take that for what it is, 9 times 3, that's actually going to be, 27 at-bats? That's a pretty fairly large sample, really, of actual hits. So I want to see kind of how they would play here, especially with this software or this system real quick here. So 2-2-6, let's look there. So 2-2-6, batter hit by pitch. Decider dice says yes. So he's going to be a hit by pitch, 1 man on, and 1 out. 2-4-5. 2-4-5. Hero card. Is he a hero? Yes, he is. Single to left field. So ball in play, line drive, single to left field there. The runners only advance 1 base there. So we have 1 man on second and first. So 2-4-6. 2-4-6 is the pitcher control. He is control. So that's going to be a ground out to the pitcher. Now with the man on first and second here, still the same, I believe, with the decided die being that. So it's going to be a fielder's choice from the pitcher's side. So he's going to go to the pitcher, second base. So that's going to leave runners on the corners again. So a 3-4-5. 3-4-5 is the catcher iron. Yogi Berra is not. Good eye. Does he have a good eye? He does not. So that's going to be a strikeout there, again, for Yogi Berra. Definitely going to be striking out a lot, I think, here. Just because that was his forte, was a long drive or a nice hit, but also a little bit of strikeout king there. Him and Mike Trout are definitely strikeout kings. So 2-3-6 here. Okay, so 2-3-6. Oh, goodness, am I looking at that again? So let's look real quick here. We're going to go again here. So 1-3 with the decider die saying yes. So it's the pitcher cold. Pitcher is not cold because he did just get somebody out there. So let's see here. Because I'm playing Whitey Ford as well as he's pitching to both batters. So he's pitching on both sides there. So he gets him out just the same here. So he's not cold. Batter lines out to shallow center field. So let's see here. That's a ball in play, line drive, batter out to center field. Okay. All right. So, oh, whoops! I may have jumped the gun a little bit there and put Lou Gehrig out already. But nonetheless, it wasn't different because it was always going to the pitcher there. So Lou Gehrig's up the bat here. So it's a 4-4-5. Oops, daisy. 4-4-5. Is the batter a pitcher or workman? Nope. Patient batter. Semi with the decider die saying yes. So that's a base on balls. Okay. Let's see what happens next here. Okay. 2-2-6. 2-2-6 looks like is the batter hit by pitch. He is not. So 2-2-6 is going to say, is he a cleanup batter? This guy, Lou Gehrig, is actually fourth. I'm going to play it just like that. So he's a fourth. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he would be since this Lou Gehrig is the cleanup man. He's batting fourth of 9. Technically, according to the game, he would absolutely be the cleanup batter. So it would be a fly ball, home run there to right field. So that's a 2-run shot, tying it up there with no outs. Looks like Lou Gehrig is tied with Babe Ruth there. So a 1-1-3. So a 1-1-3, it looks like we have, is he an ace pitcher? He is not. Slugger batter? He is not. Single to center field. Although it looks like it's a double asterisk, which means that he's going to strike out because he's a home run king there. So strikes out there. 1 away. 3-3-4. So a 3-3-4, is he an ace or a star? He's a star, so that's a pop out to first base. So pop out to first base there. Okay, and that's 2 away. 2-3-6. So 2-3-6 says double control. Nope, pitcher batting. He is not. So base on balls again there, watching a good eye there. So 1 man on, 2 outs. For Lou Gehrig, 1-2-2. Workman pitcher. Nope, champ or a whiffer. he is a champion, yes. So a nubbed infield single to third base. So ball in play, ground ball, single to third base there. So 2 men on and 2 outs for Lou Gehrig. 1-6-6. So it looks like a workman pitcher. He is not. Is he a whiffer batter? Nope. That's going to be a ground out to third base. That'll end the inning there for us. And it's going to bring us over to a mini chart of our own there. So we're going to bring up Babe Ruth here for the mini chart. So it's going to be player experience. Let's check that out. See how it goes. 3-5. So 3-5 is an icon batter. He is. So he adjusts swing at last second, loops single to outfield. Good for him there. So a line drive single to say 3-5 to outfield. So who cares? So we'll put the single. So center field there. Good. So now it's 1 man on there. And Babe is trying to now his comeback, get back that run he gave away there. So 4-5-6. So a 4-5-6 is going to tell us here it's the batter patient. He is patient, so that's going to be a base on balls. Okay. Okay, again here. First and second. So 2-3-4. 2-3-4, runners on base. Yes, there are. So plate drama is what we're looking at here now. So let's check it out real quick here. 2-6. So a 2-6 is the catcher iron. He is not. So right down on the pipe, the catcher gloves it. That's a strike. So when it does that, you're just going to put strike reading and go to the appropriate umpire mini chart to continue the at bat. So we're going to put a strike down there just for funsies. So 1 strike there. And then there is a runner on first and second. So we're going to go to that one there and see what happens here. This is the first time I've had first and second, I believe. So 1-4. So a lenient umpire at home. There is not. Umpire rules runner out. Other runner to third. So let's see here. So batter singles. Runner on second. Safe at home on late throw. If he's not lenient, umpire rules the batter out. So it's going to be a single. So a line drive single to, what was it? 1-4. So line drive single. We'll say that left field there. Runner on second safe. Or runner on second safe at home on late throw. Second safe. Oh, so the second runner, so he is out on the throw there on last play. So it looks like he was on the last play, he was out there. Other runner to third. So it looks like set left fielder to Yogi Berra, done, and then this runner goes here on last play. Gotcha. So batters are still first and third, but it does absolutely help out a little bit there, making it so that Babe Ruth does not get a score there for that team there for him. So that's a 2-3-6. Runners on the corner, 2-3-6. Double control, nope. Pitcher batting, nope. Base on balls. Okay, let's see what happens here. 2-3-5. 2-3-5, bases loaded. Is he a wild pitcher? He is not. Eager batter. Let's see, he is not. Ground out to second base. Now, if he's patient, he's going to draw a walk. So he is patient. So he is going to draw a walk, and Whitey Ford's going to walk in one Babe Ruth there. So it's going to be 3-2 with bases loaded there. So a 2-5-6 is here for us. 2-5-6 is the pitcher struggler. Let's check real quick here how Whitey's playing against him here. So it looks like for one play, yes, he walked on. He then walked another, right? And then he was Ruth out at home. So he did get an out. So yes, they got on plate, but then he was out. So I will say that he is a semi-struggler. So semi-struggler, decided I says no. So he's going to be... So he's not a struggler. So champion or patient batter. He is a champion, but he is a patient batter, so that's a base on balls again, which means that, again, when you get a fourth batter in a row there, that puts him straight into a struggler. So Whitey Ford against Babe is a struggling pitcher at this time. So we'll see how this goes here. A lot of times this can help Babe Ruth kind of get those stats that he was looking for, because Babe did have this feel against other pitchers. All right, let's see what happens with Whitey Ford being a struggler pitcher there. Okay, 1-3-4. So 1-3-4 is the catcher gold. He is not. Yogi was not a catcher gold at this time. Champion batter. He is semi with the saying yes. That's going to be a bloop single to left field there. So a line drive, bloop single to left field. And let's see what happens. So runners advance 1 base on hits, 2 bases on doubles. So it's just going to be a 2, or I guess you would say a 1 batter, but with active runners score from any base on any hit with 2 outs. Any runner scores from second on any hit. Let's see, with 2 outs, any runner scores from second. So yes, and then there's only 1 out, so no one else moves. It's still 1 out. So if there were 2 outs, there'd be a lot more movement, but there's only 1 out. So 2-4-5 with bases loaded here, or 2-4-6, I apologize, 2-4-6. 2-4-6 is the pitcher control. Yes, he is. That's going to be a ground out to the pitcher. And bases are loaded here, so with a 2, it's going to be a filler's choice, runner on third scores. So we're going to actually have a ground ball, filler's choice, forward, and then probably going to be third baseman there, where they're going to force the out. So runner on third scores there. He is out. He is safe. So it's man on first and second, and that was a run scored there. So it looks like it's 6-2, Babe Ruth's team. 2-3-6. 2-3-6, double control. Nope. Pitcher batting. Nope. Base on balls. Well, we're getting a lot of those rolls today, actually. Let's see real quick here what's going to be the next here as he's walked another here. So that's a little bit discouraging for Whitey Ford. He was such a good pitcher. I'm not sure what's going on here. 2-3-4. Rolling a lot of 2s. I'm not sure if my dice tower is actually working here. 2-3-4. Runners on base. There are. So we're going to go to plate drama. So plate drama is going to show us here what we got going on. So 1-5 is the catcher gold. He is not. So it's going to be in the dirt as a passed ball. Now with a passed ball, if I can see real quick here, on red results, batters use experience, uses the player experience mini chart to continue at bat. So we're going to go back to the same batter after we put the passed ball in there. So that's a ball, and then we're actually going to get everybody to move forward. So safe, passed ball, safe on same pitch, and safe on same pitch. So now we're going to see what happens here with 2 outs with the player experience chart. So 2-6. So is an icon pitcher. He is experienced with batter, strikes him out. So Whitey Ford strikes him out and gets out of that little inning there, little slump there on Babe Ruth's team there. So that was a 1 long inning there for us. Definitely one of the longest innings I've had here. So 2-3-6. 2-3-6 is a double control pitcher. Nope. Pitcher batting. He is not. That's based on balls. Team Gehrig gets on balls there, or on bases there. On balls, I guess you're saying. So 2-2-3. 2-2-3 says, is he pitching at home? Now this one is not. So he is not pitching at home against Team Gehrig because he is home. So nope. Slugger batter. He is not. And then single to right field. So ball in play, line drive to right field there. And with that, batters are going to advance 1 base there. We're going to move over to the baseball right now chart. 2-5. Hot batter? He absolutely is. So he rips pitch into right field for single. So he rips a pitch single right field there. With this guy, though, it looks like, so it's a 2 starter here. Active runner on third base scores on flyouts. Runners advance 1 base on singles, 2 bases on doubles. Okay, so that looks like we're only going to get fully loaded bases here with 0 outs. Looks like Whitey Ford does the same thing for Lou as he did for Babe there. So it's a 5-6-6. So 5-6-6, wild pitcher. He is not. Does the batter have good eye? He's semi, but the decided eye says no. So it's going to be a strikeout. So that is a strikeout if I've ever seen one there. So strikeout, and we're going to go over to baseball right now chart. Okay, so a 2-3. A 2-3 is the pitcher cold. He is not. He actually struck somebody out here. So towering fly out to center field there. This may actually get runner in here. So let's check real quick. with a 2 leader here. Active runner on third base scores. Well, he's not an active runner, so he actually is going to hold. So that actually helps out Whitey Ford that he's only facing Lou Gehrig. So we're going to go back here and roll again. So 1-3-6. 1-3-6. Is the pitcher an ace? He is not. Whiffer or cold batter. Well, the batter just struck out or just flew out, so he is semi-cold because we are in the bottom of the 5th. I think it is through the 5th, right? Let me check real quick here. So, just reading the sides here. After the 5th inning, they'll use the fallen hot. So he is semi-cold, but he's not actually cold. So no, he's not cold just because he is... he didn't strike out there. So 1-3-6. So he's not cold and he's not a whiffer. Infield drama. So infield drama, we have bases loaded here. Absolutely some serious drama here. So 1-4. So is the right fielder gold? Let's check it out here. I think that's Roger Maris there, and he is not gold. So Roger Maris is not gold. That makes it so it's 14. So batter lines base hit to right field single. And there's an asterisk. So it looks like roll decide or die on yes. Dot results. Iron fielder commits error. Well, he's not an iron fielder, I don't think. So there's no point in rolling it. Just because there's no point because he doesn't actually have an error chart there. Because it would be an iron fielder. So if you weren't an iron fielder, it wouldn't actually make a difference to us. So let's see here. So that was a base liner to right field, right? So line drive, single to right field. And with that, I think that was a 1-4. So 1, runners advance 1 base on hits. Okay. Active runners score from second base on any hit. He's not an active. With 2 outs, any runner score from second on any hit. So let's check real quick how many outs there are. There's 2 outs. So it will be a serious gamble here for us. So single, right field, he will score. And then the other one from second base will score as well. So on last play. So that's going to run in 2. So it's going to be 7-4 Ruth. But Lou Gehrig is absolutely making a comeback here. Okay, so we have 5-5-6. So 5-5-6 says, is the pitcher an ace? He is not. Sad sack batter? He is not. So double to right field. So let's see here. Line drive, double to right field. He is not going to have a steal because he's not active there. Runner on third base scored on flyout. Runners advance 2 base on singles. So he came from first base. So there's a man on third and second here with 2 outs. Oh, right. I think I was right. 5-5-6. Yep, there we go. Okay, so a 3-5-6. 3-5-6. Are they the same? So let's see here. He does pitch and bat the same there, so that's going to be a strikeout. And that'll make it all the time that we will see Whitey Ford. We will pull him out on both teams. So we want to thank Whitey Ford for taking a lashing against both Lou and Ruth. All right, so we're going to bring in Bud Daly. So Bud Daly is going to actually pitch the 6th and 7th, and then Marshall Bridges will pitch the 8th and 9th. He's the closer there. So for both batters, he'll face them the same. So Bud Daly's going to be up there, and we're going to start off here against Ruth. Okay, so a 1-4-6. 1-4-6 with the new pitcher here. Let's see, is the pitcher flash? He's semi-flash, doesn't have it this time. So is he a champion hitter? So he is a champion semi. So semi-champion. He says yes, that's going to be a bloop single to left field. So ball in play there, single to left field. So 1 man on there. Okay, so 1-1-6. 1-1-6, is he fresh? He is. That's going to be a strikeout for Mr. Bud Daly. Okay, let's see here. Let's roll the next one here. 1 out with 1 man on. Okay. All right, so that's a 2-3-5. 2-3-5 says wild pitch. He is not wild pitcher. Eager batter. He is not. Ground out to second base, but he is patient. So he is patient, so he's going to draw a walk there. And that'll make it so it's going to be... let's real quick here, pull it up there. Bam, there we go, a little brighter for you guys. So that's 2 men on with a 1 out with Bud Daly on the mound. A 1-5-6. 156 is the batter a whiffer. He's semi, but not this time. So it's going to be outfield drama this time. So let's see how it goes with the outfield drama. All right, so that's a 6-6 here. So outfield drama is the right fielder, Iron. I don't think Roger Maris is Iron. He is not. So a 6-6 Iron, or non-Iron, it's going to be a routine flyout. On play, fly ball, batter out, fly out to right field there. And let's see, it's a 6. So runner on third base scores on flyouts. Runners advance 2 bases on singles. So it looks like they actually stay there on that play there. So 2 outs here, and looks like we're going to go back to the normal chart here. So 146. 146 is the pitcher Flash. He is semi. Says not to be right now, so it's going to be a champion hitter. He is, he's a semi-champion, so let's roll it again here. He is a champion, so that's going to be a bloop single to left field here. So line drive, single to left field. And looks like runners advance 1 base on hits, 2 bases on doubles, and doesn't much matter at all. But there is an important fact here. With 2 outs, any runner scores from second on any hit. So 1 run will actually come in on last play there, just because he was on the second base there. So that's going to bring it up to 8-5 for Team Ruth. So 3-4-5. So 3-4-5 is the Iron catcher. He is not good eye. Does not have good eye. So it's going to be a strikeout there for Mr. Bud Daly there. And we're going to welcome Bud Daly again here against Lou Gehrig. And we're going to go to the baseball right now chart here for Lou Gehrig's first at bat. 2-6. So 2-6 is the pitcher Hot. Now he did just strike out Babe Ruth, so we're actually going to give him that little hot batter or hot pitcher thing. So it's going to be a overpowers batter with best pitch. So that's going to be another strikeout there for Bud Daly there. So good pitching from Bud Daly with those 2 bats. See if he can continue that on here. And Lou Gehrig's trying to make up some ground with 3 runs to go. So 3-5-5. So is the pitcher struggler? He is not. Is the batter a champion? He is. That's a double to left field. So ball in play. Let's see, line drive, double. Yep, there we go. Double to left field there. So 1 man on, double with 1 out. 3-4-5. So a 3-4-5 again is the Iron catcher. He is not. Does he have good eye? He is semi, but doesn't look like he is now. So that's going to be another strikeout there for Bud Daly. And let's look real quick here. That's going to bring him to the blue mini chart for baseball right now. Okay, so 1-3. Is the pitcher cold? No, he just struck somebody out, so it's going to be a batter lines out to shallow center field. And that, my friends, will end the inning there for us, for Lou Gehrig's team there. And looks like we are headed into this, or top of the 7th here with Babe Ruth winning 8-5. Okay, let's grab some dice real quick here. And let's roll it down here. So 2-6-6. 2-6-6 playing here is going to be a runner on first, thrown out. Nope. Is he a leadoff batter? He is. That's going to be a single to center field. So a nice first time I've actually seen that actually occur. That's such a situational play there. So 1 man on. Babe Ruth at the bat here. So 1-4-4. 1-4-4 says, is the pitcher Flash? He is semi. Decided I says no. So is the batter a hero? He is. That's going to be a single to right field again. Getting a lot of those singles there to right field for old Lou there. Or I guess here, who is batting? Oh, oopsie daisy. What's going on here? Let's see real quick here. Oh, let's remove that there. And then we'll be back to return to the top of the lineup. Boom, there you go. All right, so we're back up to here. Top of the lineup with Babe Ruth. 5-5-5. Always the TV number here. Ace or star. He's a semi-star pitcher. So it says yes. So it's a deep fly out to right field. So ball in play. We're going to say fly ball. Absolutely deep there for us. Fly out to right field. Now with this one, runners score base on third. Runners advance 2 bases on singles. Good. So no one moves really at that point there. So 1 out with 2 men on, first and second. 1-4-5. So 1-4-5 looks like it's a struggler pitcher. He is not. So 1-4-5 says ground out to first or third base. Lefty's going to ground out to first base there. But let's check real quick here with the decider die, or I guess the dies here. Looks like with the runner on first and second, it's going to be a double play, and the runner goes to third. So it's going to be I guess you'd say a ground ball, batter out, double play. So first base touches the bag and goes over to second base there. With Ruth being out, double play. Okay. All right, so Lou Gehrig up to bat here. Got some change to bring up here for us. 3 runs to make up, so a 3.66. The 3.66, is he a pinch hitter? He is not. Fly out to center field there for us. So fly ball, batter out there to center field. All right, brings up the first out of the inning there. 1-2-3. 1-2-3 is usually a pitcher there for us, so flash and fresh. Semi-flash, doesn't show it here, so that's going to be a ground out to shortstop. Definitely a good dice roll for a pitcher for sure there. So the last out here, 2-2-5. So 2-2-5 looks like is he a star pitcher. He's semi with a decided dice saying no. He's getting a lot of no decided dice there. Slug or sad sack, he is neither of those. So it's a single to center field in the active scores, so or a steal. So he's not active, but he does a single to center field there for us. Okay, so a single to center field there. Okay, so 1 man on, 2 out. Let's see what happens here. 5-6-6. 5-6-6. Is the pitcher wild? Nope. Good eye. Doesn't show that on the decider die. That's going to be a strikeout for Daly. So it looks like Daly's getting his last little number in. And we're actually going to send off Bud Daly there. He did pretty well there for those 2 innings. I believe he pitched there. So thank you very much there, Bud Daly. We're going to bring on Marshall Bridges as the closer. So we're going to see if we can go 2 innings with these 2 great batters here. And see what happens when Ruth steps up to the bat against Marshall Bridges. Okay, 1-3-4. So 1-3-4, gold catcher. He is not. Champion batter. He is semi. Says yes here, so a bloop single to left field. So a nice little single to left field there. Okay. 1-1-3. Is he an ace pitcher? He is not. He would have gotten that last time. So as a batter, a slugger, he is semi, but it says yes to this one. Now it is a double to left field, but he does have the home run instinct. So he definitely is a slugger and home run this time. So we're going to roll the decider die to see if he gets a home run here. Yes, decider die shows home run. So there's no home run this time. He actually flies out because of big hits, like a home run legend, they usually fly out. So it's actually going to be a fly out to left field there instead of the little score there. So 1 out and 1 man on. So that's a 1-2-6. 1-2-6 is the pitcher fresh. He definitely is. That's going to be a line out to second base there. So a line drive, batter out to second base. Okay. And second out here, 2-4-6, 1 man on. Control pitcher, he does not. Igor Sadsak, he is neither of those, so it's a base on ball and active steals, but he is not going to be having the active steals there. He had too much, I think it was whiskey, whiskey and a steak every night before and after games, or after games he'd eat steak and just have like a thing of whiskey. Insane. I don't know how Babe Ruth even played it, but he didn't live too long in his life. I think he died when he was like 56, so didn't do too well with the whole health thing, but that's neither here nor there. This is baseball. So 2-3-5. 2-3-5, 2 men on. Is he a wild again? Is the batter eager? He is not. So that's going to be a ground out to second base, but he is patient, so that means he's going to draw a walk here with 2 outs. That's another man on. That's going to be a full bases loaded here for them. So that's a 1-4-4. Let's see what Babe Ruth does here. So as a pitcher flash, he is. So that's going to be a strikeout. Now it does say questionable or lenient call here, but he is respected at home. So it is going to be a strikeout for sure. Okay, so bottom of the 8th. See if Lou Gehrig can do anything here. He's going to need to make up 3 runs here. So that's a 2-4-6. 2-4-6 says, is the pitcher control? He is not. Igor or Sad Sack? Neither of those. So that's a base on balls. Okay, so base on balls. Let's see here. So 0 outs there. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 2, 3, 4. Runner is on base. Yes, so it's gonna be plate drama for us here. All right, so 1-4 here, plate drama. Control pitcher, he is not. So pitch gets away from him, wild pitch. So we're going to actually get a wild pitch there for us. And Luke Gehrig's going to get to there, so on a wild pitch. So a man on second on a wild pitch from Marshall Bridges, which is actually pretty close to what he is because he does have a semi-wild trait. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be touching here with 1-3-4. So 1-3-4 is the catcher gold. He is not. Champion batter. He is. So that's going to be a bloop to left field there. So a little blooper to left field. Let's see if that scores him here. So runners advance on one base. Active runners score from second. So no, because it's not a 2 outs. So we got right now, as you can see, man on first and third on the corners there. No outs here. Very dangerous spot here for Marshall Bridges. 3-4-6. So 3-4-6. Is he eager? He is not. So that's going to be a base on balls. So lots of walks here. Looks like they're really good at getting on base here. So looks like we're going to go over to the team chemistry chart, which is going to be a little weird because no one's actually going to be dissonant or harmonious. So we're just going to be basically neutral. We'll see which team gets it for it. So batting team, are they dissonant? They are not. So it looks like we're going to be swinging for the fence here. This, guys, is phenomenal. I cannot believe it here. So we're going to be swinging for the fence here. 1-2. Let's see what happens here if Luke Gehrig can get a grand slam. So I got to tap that down there. It's facing down. So 5. So 5, he is a home run king. He is going to hit a grand slam, guys. Bottom of the 8th. Absolute stunner here. I absolutely cannot believe it here. I don't mean to say it, but I can't believe what I just saw here because it is now 9-8 Lou Gehrig at this point, which is absolutely insane. So I hope you guys are still watching here because it is pretty exciting at this point now. Because before it wasn't that too much, but my goodness, now with the grand slam, absolutely. Anytime you can get a grand slam for sure. So 4-5-6 here with the tides now turning. 4-5-6 is going to show us as the patient. He is semi with a yes, so it looks like he's going to get a walk there. And Daly's definitely struggling here, but we're going to keep him in just because it is, of course, the same. We're trying to keep it the exact same no matter what. So 4-5-5 with a man on, no outs. So 4-5-5. Let's see here. Is pitcher Flash? He is. So that's going to be a strikeout. But let's see real quick here. Does he have a good eye? He does not have a good eye this time. He is semi-good. So it is actually going to be a strikeout, which is good for him there. So 1 out. And now Bridges is no longer actually, guess you'd say, struggling at this point. So 1-3-6. So 1-3-6 looks like is the pitcher an ace. He is not. Whiffer or cold? Well, Lou Gehrig just struck out, so he is cold. So it is going to be another strikeout for him here. So 2 outs here. 1 man on. 2-5-6. So 2-5-6 says is a pitcher struggler. He is not. Champion or patient. He is a champion, so he's going to get a base on balls here. So another base on balls to second and first with batters there. Let's get those guys there. Okay, so 1-4-4. So 1-4-4, flash pitcher. He is strikeout. Jerry Gale is still respected, so he gets that last little strikeout of the inning, and that will end the inning there. So it needs to be Babe this time, top of the 9th here, folks. It is 9-8, Team Lou Gehrig. So Babe Ruth absolutely needs to do this here. If he doesn't, then the game is over, and Lou Gehrig has beat him. At this point, all those 75 years later, we can absolutely definitively say, or I guess 85 years later, Babe Ruth was not as good of a batter or a hitter as Lou Gehrig. So let's see what happens here if he can make it up. 1-5-6. So 1-5-6. Let's see here. Was the batter a whiffer? It shows that he is, so that's going to be a strikeout against there, the Babe. So 2-1 away with 2 coming back up here. 1-4-5. Okay, so 1-4-5. Is he a pitcher struggler? He is not. So it's going to be a ground out to first base. So 1 batter left here. This could be the last out here to decide everything. So a 2-2-4. Let's check that out. So is he pitching at home? He is, I believe. Yes, because they are coming home. So yes, so 2-2-4 pitching at home. That's a pop out to shortstop there. So ball in play, pop out there. And that will actually end the game. So we just saw, folks, an amazing game. Lou Gehrig just hit a home run grand slam to beat Babe Ruth in the 8th inning to essentially take the batting title, just as it almost seems like he always did. So we're going to end the game here real quick here. And we're going to see if we can actually see. I don't really care. I'm going to skip and finalize there. Don't need to see that kind of information. All right, so let's go check out the stats. I absolutely want to see the team stats here for the game here. So let's go view the stats, and we're going to actually see the team stats because all the batters are the same batter. So we're going to check out the batting stats here. So for Team Lou, for plate appearances, he had 43 plate appearances, and then at bats, he had 35. His average was 314, on base percentage 442. And then had 11 hits, 7 singles, 2 doubles, no triples, and 2 home runs, 9 RBI, of course. But he did have 9 strikeouts, so he was a little bit toxic with the strikeouts here. But let's see, so 47 plate appearances for Ruth, so very similar. Look at that, guys. So 43 and 47. But if you look at the at bats, though, they had 35 at bats and he had 37, so very similar. But it looks like Ruth had a better batting average. You see that? 351 batting average. I wish I could kind of bring it all the way up here, but you can't see it here. But the average, the on-base percentage, 489 for Ruth, 314 for Lou Gehrig. And then if you look at the OPS, he was over 1 there for Ruth, and then of course for Lou Gehrig, he was just under 1. But absolutely phenomenal. You can see his hits. He had 13 hits, 11 singles, just a ton of singles, and of course 2 home runs, 7 RBI. He had 8 strikeouts, so he had less strikeouts than Lou Gehrig did. So all in all, who won the game? Well, Lou Gehrig did, of course. The simulated game went to him. But batting-wise, though, kind of have to say that Babe Ruth still is the best batter because he absolutely, after 47 plate appearances and 37 at-bats, absolutely was phenomenal with a great slugging there, of course, 514, so the OPS over 1 there. Did a great job. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this one-off here for us. Definitely History Baseball makes it fun, makes it exciting. You don't have to just run through stats and run through things because of course then it might bog down the actual game. So I'm glad you guys stuck around. And again, drop a like, maybe even leave a comment. See what you guys did. If you guys played this game already, if you tried Lou Gehrig versus Babe Ruth or any other ways, maybe a Barry Bonds versus a Babe Ruth or even Mark McGwire versus Sammy Sosa. I know I want to definitely do a home run derby between Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, and Mark McGwire, and definitely film that for you guys. But I absolutely want to hear your guys' feedback, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And of course, again, I will see you in the bleachers.